I'm just trying to get this. This is a break from the normal videos that I've been pushing out over the last few days. I just need people in the black community to let me know where are the parents at, because it's very often that I can see videos like this online where kids like this decide that, oh, we're just gonna go out there and do whatever it is that we want to sit up there and do in groups, and there's going to be no adults. There's going to be nobody speaking out. There's going to be nobody doing or saying anything, trying to disperse any of this stuff at all. You got these kids out here jumping on the cars. First, you saw one of the black kids there jumping directly on a car, jumping down, all this other type of stuff, yada yada yada, right? So then after that, some music was playing, and lo and behold, you saw the black girls up there jumping and started dancing. Now I wonder, did they learn that stuff directly from? And I've stated this time and time again. I've stated this time and time again, where you have young girls going out there committing to actions like this. And I want everybody to know they're doing this all for attention. If there wasn't a crowd there, they wouldn't have done it. If there was not a crowd there, they would not have done it. So you got these young girls out there doing all of this, right? And notice you have the four or whatever girls up there on the cars dancing, getting the attention. What do you think that that's going to spark in the minds of the other girls who opted not to do it? They're now going to want to be like those girls who are getting that attention from the crowd, more so specifically the guys. Like I said before, it seemed as though every single time that I try to point these things out, people come up with some type of excuse. People want to shift the blame somewhere else and all this other type of stuff. I promise you, at the end of the day, the same girls that you saw dancing on top of those cars who are also going to commit to other actions, statistically speaking, are going to be the same ones that are going to say at 25, 30 that they're tired of men of their age group trying to objectify them. But yet you're looking at them out there it's not like they're at a party. They're out there in the public for any and everybody to see, objectifying themselves. And these are the same actions that you have a lot of women today committing directly to, and then they want to turn around and try to state that men are the problem, when it is you yourself who puts yourself in these situations. It is you yourself who objectifies yourself. But this wouldn't even be the case. I wouldn't even have to make this video. Again, if there were more women directly out there who are willing to actually stand up, to actually say something, to actually speak positively into these young girls, so that they wouldn't have to feel as though they need to objectify themselves in order to get the needed attention, because they would know how to carry themselves as a young lady. They would know how to carry themselves as a young girl. They would know how to carry themselves as a woman. But like I said, there's not enough actual women out here to talk to these young girls. Like I said, look at the grouping of the young girls directly out there. Look at how all of them are just looking. You can tell in some of their faces, it was like, yo, I wish I would have jumped up there. Like, yo, that could have been me. I promise you, if they happen to see the recording directly up there, they're going to be thinking back to themselves like, yo, I could have been going viral. This, that, and the third. And I could have been at a platform. I could have, right? Shoulda, woulda, coulda. So now you're going to have a field of these young girls who were there, who witnessed and watched this happen. They're going to be jealous and envious. And the next time that something like this happens, or the next time that there's some type of event where people can show up and show out, they're going to be the first ones front and center, because they want that attention. They hunger for it. Like I said, that's all this is. It's clear-cut attention. And it's crazy. And it's a very sad sight to see. Like I said, me as a black man, if I were to have seen that, there's nothing I could sit up there and do. Those young girls, they're not going to sit up there and listen to me. They'll be like, yo, you old, get out of here, da-da-da-da, why you up here talking to us? You ain't my father. All the... Like I said, there ain't nothing I can sit up there and say. I already know this 100%. I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt that I would get cussed out 4 different ways. That even in some instances, you might even have some of them try to fight me. Because there are videos like that out there where you've had black guys try to speak logical sense to these young girls, to these young women directly out here who decide that they want to go out and showboat and they want to objectify themselves. And we try to simply kindly tell them, like, yo, you don't need to sit up there and do that. You're worth more than that attention that you're getting for those 5 seconds. You have an actual worth, you have an actual value, and all of these things. People opt not to listen. And then they turn around and say that men are the problem. They turn around and say that where are the men to speak positively and to speak love into the daughters and the girls and the young women and the women in general. They're there. It's just that people, women, girls, choose not to listen. And these are facts. These are facts. Because I promise you, somewhere in these girls' family, there are men there that have spoken love directly into them, that have spoken value and respect, that have watched them grow up, that have been there to protect them, all to see them end up like this, all to see them show up on the internet like this. You know how defeated that makes a man feel? It's like, what's my worth really? If I'm doing everything that I can to specifically, shield and protect this person, and they go out here and still do the same things that other people are doing, what's the use of me speaking? A lot of women don't understand that seeing stuff like this, it just deflates the whole thing. It deflates the whole pride that men have of wanting to sit up there and protect, wanting to give value and nurture and care. It's like, what's the use of sitting up there doing this anymore? Y'all not going to sit up there and listen. If you're not going to listen as grown women, if you're not going to listen as young women, why would I expect your daughter to sit up there and listen? Right? But like I said, nobody wants to pay attention. People will still decide to shift the blame directly on the men of the community and say that they are the reason that these young girls are doing this, when that is not the case. The real reason that they're doing this is because the quote-unquote mothers who are supposed to be women aren't actually women. Their daughters having daughters having daughters. Their kids having kids having kids. A lot of these mothers are not real women. They're just grown children with adult responsibilities who don't want to be accountable, responsible, or acknowledge any fault in their own situation. But anyways, let me know what you guys think about this video and everything that I said in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.